of the difficult things, like this past May we've had here in Colorado, it has been cold and wet. And when we have those cold, wet springs, it reminds us the difference between cool season grasses and warm season grasses.
And what is that difference, pray tell?
Well, exactly what happens is grasses that are warm season grasses need a certain level of temperatures before they'll green up and look lush. They're also the first ones to go dormant in the fall with the first frost. So warm season grasses out here in Colorado would not be your choice, but there are a lot of great collections of cool season grasses that thrive and do very well here. And what would be some examples of those great cool season grasses?
Well, cool season grasses that grow here in Colorado usually fall into 3 species. Bluegrass, which gets a terrible rap here, and
Great
it really
grass.
doesn't deserve it. It's a good grass. Fescue, which is what we're standing on, and perennial ryegrass. And typically at the garden center, when you're going to get some seed for your lawn or even sod, you're going to find it's going to be a mixture of one or all 3 of those grasses.
Well, and the advantage of a mixture is by having a mixture, if you have a disease or an insect that comes in, a lot of times having that mixture will help combat the problem because you don't have just one variety.
Exactly. Now the beauty of bluegrass is it can go dormant when it gets dry. So if you have to stop watering for whatever reason, the grass will go brown. And as soon as the water returns, the grass will green back up. The other beautiful thing about bluegrass is that when you get thin spots in it, like the one that I'm standing on right now, bluegrass runs underground. It sends out shoots underground. So it'll fill in those thin spots and keep weeds from being a big issue. One of the reasons I like fescue when I'm dealing with that along flower beds and so forth is that fescue is a clump grass and it does not run underground. So it stays where it's put, and I'm not trying to fight it, getting it out of the flower beds where typically grass likes to grow better than where you want it in the lawn.
Well, with a bluegrass lawn, you definitely have to put an edger on it
Yeah.
to keep it put exactly where you want it. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. Your best option is to make sure you talk to your garden center and ask them exactly what kind of grasses they have available to meet your exact needs.